Y'all ready for some tea time? You see that t-shirt? Okay, so I'm trying to charge my car because your girl let the car go too low. And I got a charging station at home, but I was not going to make it home. So I'm charging for a minute, and I wanted to read you guys this email because it was good. Now, it was long, but it was a good email. Okay. Hey, Nanny Q. I graduated from high school 2 years ago, and over the course of the last 2 years, my life has been simply amazing. But here's how it started 2 years back. I was getting ready to graduate high school. I had saved up over $7,200 to make sure that I had the big bling out prom. I wanted to rent a car, get a hotel room, hire a photographer. I had already knew what kind of dress, hair, shoes, and everything that I wanted. I had budgeted myself my senior year to make sure that I had all of my money together. I didn't tell anybody about how much money I had until one day I was talking to my parents, telling them prom is going to be amazing for me because I had saved enough money to pay for everything that I wanted, including my senior dues and my senior heads. I was getting professional pictures done. Probably 2.5, 3 weeks later, I get a notification that money had been that a transfer had been successful on my account. When I called the bank to tell them that I didn't authorize transfer, they told me that my parents had transferred money on my account. My parents had took $6,800 out of my account and told me it was to pay for bills. They also told me prom was not important and that I needed to stop trying to be like everybody that I see on social media. I could probably find me a dress at Goodwill or the thrift store. There's no reason for me to want to do makeup and get my hair and my nails done. I was trying to be like the other black girls that I was seeing online. That is not something that they approved of. My best friend is black. I have lived in an all-black community since I was little. I've always been the only white girl, and my best friend has been there for me since elementary school. We were actually getting the same dress, just different colors. We were going to prom together, and I was going to make sure to have my half of everything that it was going to be needed. When I called my best friend to tell her what my parents had done, she told me to pack me a bag or two and that I was coming over her house until graduation. I packed a few things. I told my parents that I was going to her house, which was no big deal. A little while after I got to her house, her mom and dad sat me down and I cried for a good 30 to 45 minutes. Her parents told me they might not be able to give me the money that I saved, but they could help me with my senior dues, my dress, and everything else that I needed to make sure that my prom was going to be successful. I told them I didn't know how I was going to repay them, and her dad said, "You know, in this house, we don't do repayment. I need you to make sure that you succeed, don't hold any anger against your family, and do better than them." Her parents have been more of my parents than my parents have been my parents, if you get what I'm saying. I understand, baby. Fast forward, prom was amazing. I had so much fun. I am actually getting ready for my sophomore year in college. I got accepted into 9 different schools. When I told my parents about it, they told me that if I would apply myself, I probably would have got accepted into more schools. I stopped telling them any of my business. I stopped even talking to them. I went to go file my taxes last year, and they told me that my social security number had been used. When I told them that I was a full-time student, worked full-time, and there was no one that should have been able to file me, they told me that I needed to get a code to file for my taxes. Been there, done it. Come to find out that my parents had tried to file me on their taxes so they can get the money. When the IRS told them that they owed the money back, they were so furious at me, they told me that they would never speak to me again until I took the code off my social security number so I can file them. They used that money for rent for my room. In parentheses, she got, when I was 18, my parents told me that I had 3 weeks to move out of their house and I needed to get myself together. I told them that the money that they took from me was the money that I was using to move. They said if it was so easy for you to make the money, then you can make it again. That's what she got in parentheses. Nanny Q, my question to you is, how do I move forward and not hold any hate in my heart for my parents. They've done me wrong my whole life, and I just don't understand what I've done that's so bad that they don't love me or they're not happy of my achievements. Can you please help? I know in the past I've always been able to ask you questions and you've always answered them. I just want to know, is it petty to hold a grudge, or should I just move forward with my life and accept that I will be one of those people who doesn't have a mom and dad? That's a tough one, baby. But let it go, let it go. Can't hold it anymore. Let it go. I'm telling you, once you get into a part of your life where you're healing and you're just excited, you don't even feel you feel the hurt, but it's not as present as they want it to be. Therapy is what got me over all of my humps. People always ask me, how you don't hold a grudge with the guy who signed your kid's birth certificate? For what? Revenge is the Lord's. It is not mine. And the way 2024 is getting people, I am good, baby. I promise you. But pray, let it go, and allow your happiness and your success to speak for you. That's it.